And what about you? 2012 Mercedes-Benz 2.2 diesel, the OM651 engine. Car's in limp mode and check engine light is on. This is getting like the Mercedes-Benz channel. This car has been at another garage, according to the owner, and he was able to tell me that the other garage scanned the car, and he was able to tell me that it had codes relating to the MAF, the intake airflow, and a DPF code of some description. He didn't know the code numbers, but he was just able to tell me it was MAF and DPF, and that was it basically. I've no idea why he didn't go ahead with repairs with the other garage. Didn't get into that, but nevertheless, based on that information, I think well, we'll just do a wee quick visual inspection and see what we've got. We'll take a wee look at this and see if there's anything obvious. If you can see anything. A wee quick look down in the engine bay here, just a wee quick visual inspection. I've replaced one of those red boost pipes there before, but that looks alright, you know. But if we look at the other boost pipe, which is that black one there, if we have a wee look, we can see a wee bit of oil staining down in there, and there's a wee bit of oil staining there. It's actually nowhere near the engine, so yeah, it's clean here where the engine is. So there's oil staining down in there. Let's see if we get it around. See in there? So without even scanning the car, I need to have a wee quick, a better look at that boost pipe. So I put my wee finger underneath it there, and I can feel a rip in it, and there's she blows on the mirror there, just to give you a view of it. There we are. So boost pipe split underneath her. We'll get her up in the air to see what we're looking at. And there she is from below. It says, well split. Plenty of oil staining around here too. Loads of evidence. Okay, so we'll get this boost pipe changed and get this area cleaned up. There we go, pipe out. Now, do you think that would cause a MAF code? I haven't even scanned the car yet, but yeah, definitely needs replaced. So car back down again, under tray bag on, and we've done a code scan. So we're sort of doing this in reverse a wee bit, but it just demonstrates the power of visual inspection, is what to say. So we're able to see the problem. But we did have prior information from a previous scan somebody else did. But anyway, let's see. We've got a few things there stored. Blah blah blah. Instrument cluster, xenon lamp is faulty. Maybe it's all historical. I don't know. Actuator motor. So the thing about getting a car from an R garage is we're not even at this. You know, have they cleared stuff out or what? I don't know. But anyway, what have we got here? Suit content of the DPF is not okay. A component fault exists. Okay, right. And leakage is identified in the R inlet system. And a couple of other things. So the engine management light's on, so we'll have a wee look at OBD. We'll have a wee look at the OBD side of things. Same sort of stuff. P2463, DPF suit accumulation, and P2279 intake system air leak. Well, we've sorted the air leak. We need to look at this DPF problem now. Okay, we're in the engine side of things, so there's those fault codes there, same codes there. DPF and leakage in the inlet. So we'll come out of that, go into live data. And the car's not running at the minute, so we'll just have a wee look see. And a wee look DPF. Actual values. So 400%. Now, I know a lot of people, I've seen this before on the Autel, shows 400%, but as far as I know, the Mercedes X-Entry will show that as well. So it says they're less than or equal to 200. So it's a bit confusing the way they do it, but 400's top of the range, I think, and that's for the car not idling. So we'll just maybe start the car up and see what that is. Live data with the engine running, so it's idling 830. Engine's still cold at the minute. Still stuck at 400. Back pressure 1.162 bar, but I think that is including atmospheric pressure. So let's take that off it. But differential pressure center 0.004 of a bar. So we'll keep a wee note of those numbers, and yeah, what we'll do is we'll see any of these codes are clear. So just scan the whole thing again. That's all those codes there. So the two that's in the engine, which is the main ones we're after, but we'll see what it is here. So the codes have erased. I was actually surprised at that they did actually erase, given that it says the DPF is 400%. So we'll run the car and we'll see if it comes back. I ran the car for a few minutes there, and this code has came back, the DPF code, and it's not surprising because the live data shows it at 400%. So what we'll have to do here is we need to get this to regenerate, and it won't regenerate if it's a fault code on it. So what we'll have to do is we need to reset all the adaptions first, and then do a regeneration while driving. So that's what we're going to do. Right, we've reset a few adaptions there, and what we're now going to do is we're going to do a regeneration during driving. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the car sitting at idle up to temperature first. Make sure there's oil in it, make sure there's coolant in it, make sure there's at least half a tank of fuel, in this case diesel, and of course, but yeah, and we'll charge this up a wee bit, but we'll take it for a good old run and see what the numbers are after that. Right, we've taken her for a good old run there, and there's our fill level now, 6.4%, and yeah, car's running great. So we'll just check trouble codes, and there we go, we're totally clear. So that's great. So of no doubt, our soot accumulation was caused by this baby here. So for regenerations of DPFs, you know, if you want the car to regenerate itself and clear itself out, you know, all those parameters must be met. You know, the car must be getting up to temperature. If there's a stuck open thermostat, it will not regenerate. If you constantly run about with the fuel light on, it won't regenerate. You know, so things like that, you need to give it a good long brisk drive every now and again. Otherwise, it won't regenerate if it's never getting up to temperature, if you're doing short runs. If you have something wrong with the car, i.e. a boost leak or something like that, if there's a fault code in here, it won't regenerate, and that's why that soot level builds up. So, you know, there's nothing wrong with the DPF here. It was because there was a fault in the car that didn't allow the thing to regenerate. So, plus, you know, lack of boost as well. You know, so there's no pressure going through the exhaust either. So anyway, yeah, I think that's about it. That wraps this one up. So easy enough fix, just a hose and a bit of driving about. So okay, many thanks for watching. I think that's it for this one, and all the best, and bye bye. I actually ran the same process with the SnapOn here, and it actually gives you a wee bit more, it walks you through it a bit better. It tells you what to do. So it's things like the eco button has to be turned off in the car. This is an automatic car, and you know, it says to drive it in manual mode, keep it, you know, between 2,000 and 4,000 revs, and it times it out. So there's a wee bit more guidance on the SnapOn here. So this is a result of that. So we've run it actually twice, and with the regeneration whilst driving facility on these machines. So we've got her down to 2% there, and our pressure differential there is 0.004 there. Okay, so yeah, and I'm pretty happy with those numbers now. So yeah, we're going to call that a fix, give customer a ring, and yeah, I can tell you that the car's flying. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Okay, all the best, thanks again, bye bye.